What's up, guys? What's up? IG! We're on IG this week. I'm super excited. Actually, sometimes things happen and it leads you to a new space, and who knows who is connecting on IG today that doesn't connect on Facebook that, may need to hear this. So what's different for me too is that I don't know how IG works. So happy Free Yourself Friday. We'll wait a few minutes as people hop on and connect. It is Free Yourself Friday, and I'll definitely explain what that means as people get connected on here today. Free Yourself Friday. What's up, you guys? So as you hop on, if you have the ability, type in your name and where you're plugging in from, especially now on IG. I don't know IG names. I know real names, So definitely comment, say what's up, say where you're checking in from, plugging in from, connecting from for Free Yourself Friday. This is Free Yourself Friday. So I'm not able to title it on IG. Like IG is more like, hey, see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like Snap. But there really is a legitimate purpose to these lives, these Free Yourself Friday lives. So I don't get on IG Live really ever. I barely use my IG story. But something pushed me this way, right? Like Facebook wanted to block me for my Free Yourself Fridays, and it led me here. This was the option, and somebody's gonna need it. Somebody's gonna need it. Somebody's gonna want to hear it. Somebody needs to hear it. So definitely let people know that we are connected live on IG today. And like I said, if you have the capability, definitely hop on and just say, hi, this is me, this is who I am and where I'm connecting from, because I don't know IG names. And like I said, I typically do this on Facebook. So Free Yourself Fridays is a mindset live that I do every Friday on Facebook. And it really came from the concept of freeing yourself from the shackles of your own mind. So, what's up, you guys? What's up? Super excited to have you on. So Free Yourself Fridays, like I was saying, I don't know how this works, you guys. So if you guys know how IG Live works, let a girl know. Like, I have no idea. Am I going to be able to share this later? Am I going to be able to save this later? I don't even know. I have no idea how IG Live works. But like I said earlier, I don't know if when people hop on, is it real time? Are they going to be able to watch the beginning? I have no idea. But I just had super trust and such big belief and faith that Facebook blocked me for a reason. I don't even know why, but they blocked me for a reason. So I couldn't do my Free Yourself Friday live on Facebook. So it was an instant, hey, go to IG, and so somebody here needs to hear it, So let everybody know, those of you that are following, what's up? Yes, Kiana, that's you. I don't know IG names. I don't know everybody's IG names. So definitely pop in, say your name, and where you're from, so I know, because there's definitely regular followers, but I don't know y'all's IG names, so I don't even know if you're on. Sonia, what up, girl? They ain't gonna stop us, girl. You already know. Leaders make adjustments, right? And these messages have full purpose, absolute full purpose, you guys. I am growing, and I am definitely getting closer with my faith and getting closer to God, and I really feel like anybody that's on a journey like that, and to know where I came from, you guys, I didn't grow up practicing a religion. I don't really practice a religion now, actually. I just have faith. I believe in God. I've always believed in God, but I've always felt uncomfortable in understanding, then where do I fit? And what a special journey I've been able to have, and to become closer and closer and closer and closer to my faith is just really special. And I'm just super blessed and grateful that there's platforms to be able to share a journey like this, because people, you have no idea, just in the last 2 weeks, how many conversations I've had with people that are literally sitting in the same position as me. I'm like, wow, me too. Like, wow, me too. Like, wow. Okay, so connect with my Free Yourself lives because there's something in it for you, you know? So anyway, here we are, Free Yourself Friday on IG today. And what Free Yourself Fridays are, you guys, just so those of you that are new to this, what Free Yourself Fridays are, Free Yourself 24 really is just the concept of freeing yourself from the shackles of your own mind. At the end of the day, we are absolutely in control of what it is we want to create in our life, what we want to get out of our life, what we want to achieve in our life. It doesn't matter, you know, what it is, right? But whatever it is, you have control of creating that. But the only reason you're not is because of the shackles that you have in your own mind. And the only reason that you're in a situation that you're in now, if it's unfavorable, is because of the shackles in your own mind. So really, it's a mindset topic. I'm sharing from the heart. I'm sharing from experience. I'm not sharing from a guru level. I'm not sharing from a I know it all. I'm not. I'm actually sharing my absolute own journey of becoming and growing and what I go through that week and what I found that week and what I listened to that week and what hit me that week. And boom, here I am, you know, and I'm going to share it vulnerably with you guys because I really feel like people relate with people that are truly going through things that are similar to them, you know? So there's something that you will be able to find inside of the share today. And like I mentioned, Free Yourself Fridays are typically every Friday, 5 p.m. Arizona time. So now that the time has changed, which I need to shift on the flyer, it's 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it's typically on Facebook, so you can plug into it later, you know, whatever the case may be. I don't know how IG Live works, so we'll figure that out. And then, it's every week. And so people can connect to it and learn from it and grow from it, reflect from it, relate to it. So if you're on, we're about to get started. Definitely comment where you are, who you are, where you are, and let's definitely have a powerful night tonight. Oh, man. This week, so I've been on this journey for the last 2 years. I've actually set intentions at the beginning of every year. So you know how people set resolution goals? I set intention for the year, meaning who do I want to become by the end of the year, right? And so with that intention set, you're like basically saying, I'm open to any obstacle, any challenge, right? Any blessing, anything that's going to groom me to become who I intentionally said I want to become by the end of the year. And it definitely happens every year. And because I set that intention, it actually allows me to receive the obstacles and the struggles, right? I talk about it all the time. You have to be able to say thank you to your struggles, your obstacles, your challenges, because there is a lesson, there is a growth, there is a blessing, there's something on the other side of it that if you allow yourself to receive it in that way, you'll get what you need to. If you block yourself from it and you victimize yourself from it, then what's going to happen is it's going to keep repeating. The same challenge and obstacle is going to keep repeating until you finally allow yourself to embrace the challenge in order to learn. Right? In order to receive the lesson so that you can move on to something bigger. And so because I set those intentions, I've been able to really, when I get knocked down, I get to go, okay, I get to figure out what I'm supposed to receive from this because it's intentionally here to align with my intention of becoming by the end of the year into the person that I said that I wanted to become. I've grown every year. And the last 2 years, my intentions have been a little bit more connected to becoming my truth, who I am at my core. And inside of that has been like, I got to figure out my place inside of faith. I got to figure out my place inside of prayer. I got to figure out my place, my practice, my journey, my connection with God in a way that makes sense to me. And that's not, created from any other person, thing, being, practice of anybody else. And oh my gosh, It's been 2 years, you guys, and before this year is over, oh my gosh, I don't have the words to explain it. But let's get into today's topic. You guys saw me post a quote today. I typically post a quote or a couple quotes that are in relation to the topic of what's going to be discussed on For Yourself. So today's quote was, when is the last time you prayed for something that wasn't just about making your life more convenient? And really what that means is, if you're just praying and asking for things to get easier, first of all, convenience means I just want to stay comfortable. I just want to be comfortable where I am. I just want to stay comfortable. Okay? And honestly, if you want any change in your life, and there's cycles in your life that you see continuously repeating, like whether you yo-yo diet, like I can't seem to stick to a healthy lifestyle, I can't seem to stick to working out, or you seem the same type of relationships pop up in your life with the same complications, or maybe you have the same complications in jobs that you keep going through. If there's cycles in your life and you keep praying for things to just get easier inside of what you already have, comfort just means you're going to stay in your cycles. That's it. Comfort keeps cycles. Comfort creates cycles. It keeps cycles. It fuels cycles. So if you want change, you have to change. If you want change, you have to change, right? So what the heck does that mean? Like, we say it all the time, but how do I change? And it's here. It starts here. And it didn't for me start here inside of like prayer and faith and God and belief, and it didn't. It started truly just understanding thought processes. Even if you guys go back to my Free Yourself Friday lives 2 months ago when I first started, I was talking more about your thought process than I was talking about faith and prayer. But it's all the same thing. It doesn't matter. How do you want to connect to it? It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, when you have faith, it's a specific way that you're thinking. And when you think a specific way, you're creating a different thing. Okay? Or you stay thinking the same way and you keep creating the same thing, right? So if you're going to be inside of prayer, you guys, like I've been setting intentions, I didn't know I was praying for challenges. I didn't know I was praying for obstacles. I didn't know I was praying for change. I just said my intention this year is to get more connected to my truth. And it was like, boom, okay, well, here you go. Let me knock you down. Let me give you the things that knocks you down to your knees to start trying to figure out what's going on and what do you need to change. And, it starts with the why is this happening to me, but I chose to shift it to who do I need to become? I chose to, and you, by the way, you have the power of choice in you. You control your thoughts, nobody else, right? And so I chose to go, okay, what is this teaching me? Why is this happening? In the way of growth, not victim. It's different. And so I didn't know I was asking for challenges, but I was. I wasn't asking for comfort. I was asking for challenges. I was asking for obstacles because I was asking for growth. I was asking for connection to my truth. I was asking for connection to my faith. And honestly, you can't get connected to faith if everything's going perfect in your life. You have no reason, right? You have no reason. So, with that being said, oh man, I'm already sweating, you guys. What you're saying, when you want to ask for comfort, what you're saying is help me get comfortable in this pain. Like, help me stay here in this painful place and let me figure out how to be comfortable here. That's what you're saying. So you're not asking for different. You're not asking for a new situation. You're not asking to grow out of the situation. You're asking for like no more than what you already have. That doesn't make sense, right? But sometimes we just like, well, can you just make my current situation easier? Don't you want a different situation? You know, you don't, Jim Rohn says this, it's don't ask for less problems, ask for more skills, right? So you want to become, you want to get better, you want to grow to graduate out of your situation. You don't want to stay in your same situation and just pray that it gets easier. If you're in a relationship and it's an ugly relationship and you keep getting cheated on, you don't want to ask, can you make me stronger to deal with this guy that cheats on me or this girl that cheats on me so that I can deal with it better? You want a different situation. So you got to grow to become stronger to go, I'm better than that. I see a different worth for me. Right? So comfort is not your friend. You don't want to be comfortable. You don't want to stay comfortable. Change is your friend. And it's going to come with challenge and obstacles first. If you want different, you got to grow so that you can be someone who's different, so that you can attract something different. You got to change, right? And change isn't going to come from your comfort zone. Comfort is gonna continue, it's gonna continue your cycles. So another thing to think about too is if you get something for free, listen, if you get a car for free, you're not gonna value that. You're not gonna value it at all. You might think, oh, let me get this for free. Let me get this gift. I think about these game shows where these people get these free cars. I'm like, that car is gonna be beat up. It's not going to be taken care of because it's not valued, right? Anything free is not really valued at the level of something you have to pay for. Now apply it to your life. If your life is easy, you have no value in it. If the relationship comes easy, you won't value the person. When you pay for something in life, you can equivalate that to the pain that you go through. And if you choose to then take pain and never let it be in vain, you use it. You use it to get you closer to your faith. You use it to get you stronger to become. You use it to create something different for your life. Change your perspective on what's being presented to you. Value what's being presented in your life, because at the end of the day, God is placing things in you to help you recognize the strength that's in you, the power that's in you, the greatness that's in you, the skill set that's in you. Comfortable has you suppressing all of that. And has you operating in this world where society is grooming you to be somebody that is controlled by fear, controlled by insecurity, controlled by you're not enough. Imagine just jobs alone. I got to sit in front of you and talk to you about who I am, and I better speak it correctly, because if I can't speak my greatness correctly to you, you get to judge that I'm not enough. Even sports teams. I mean, it is what it is, right? But it's so funny to me. This is totally random, just came in my mind. It's so funny to me, but that the way things are in life, how we grow up in life, it's like you got to pass these tests in order to graduate to the next level, the next grade, right? You got to have the right skill to be able to make the team. You got to interview correctly and have the right experiences or whatever, skill sets, whatever, to be able to get that job, right? There's nothing else in life that actually is like, oh, we'll let you be here, we'll let you go there, we'll let you have this based on your potential. But yet we'll get into a relationship a lot of times and we'll be like, well, they don't treat me well now, but you fall in love with their potential. With no signs of change, with no signs of effort. That has nothing to do with loving another person to allow them to change. Nothing. That has everything to do with your lack of self-worth. You cannot allow yourself to be treated a certain way because of your hope and potential. Listen, you can only control you. You can't control somebody else. You can only control you. You can only control what you believe. You can only control your decisions. You can only control your choices. You can only control your potential. And if you truly take a step away from hoping and praying for someone else to change, and you take on you, and you start to look at that situation and say, how can I become better? Who can I become? And if that doesn't stimulate or inspire change in the other person, you will naturally graduate from that situation. You will come to your own revelation that you deserve more, that you're worthy of more. You don't need someone else's potential to rate that for you. I hope that's making sense to you guys. So I want to share a story with you from just my experience. I started by telling you guys, that since growing up, I didn't really pray because I didn't know what that meant. I didn't really get religion. I always felt really uncomfortable with it. Now, I have no disrespect, so let me make that really clear. I fully believe religion, spirituality, prayer, meditation, whatever it is that you do, that you follow, keyword, that you follow, that you practice, that's leading you in the direction of being a great person for yourself first and for others around you, for this world, so be it. More power to you. I respect the hell out of that because there's not enough people actually practicing things for the better, right? So it's in no disrespect. It's just I didn't grow up with it. I didn't understand it. There were so many religions, right? It was like, which one's right? Like, I don't even like this thought process that you have to choose what's right inside of something that's supposed to guide you to better. So I didn't pray, even though I've always believed in God. I've always believed in higher being. But I didn't pray. I didn't really understand it. I didn't know where I fell inside of faith. I didn't know where I fell inside of prayer. So because I didn't know what it really meant to me or what I was really supposed to do, I just really didn't do it. I didn't really connect to it, didn't really align with it. So fast forward to just a few years ago, it was really heavy on my heart that as I got into meditation, as I got into mindset, as I got into belief and faith and all those things, I've continued to challenge myself, to put myself in situations, to ask for things to grow me so that I could get a little bit closer to faith. Because I truly believe that, your thoughts create. And if my thoughts create and I can really attach myself to faith, and faith is really just this knowing, right? This knowing that all that you desire, that all that you want to create, all that you want to have, that it's coming to you. And as long as you practice your faith and being that good person and embracing things and looking at your challenges, your obstacles. Today I was watching a video, she talked about drought. When you're in a drought, you have to believe that drought is for your good. And so when you're sitting inside of that space, if you can have faith, that is just a certain thought process that's more enlightened, right, than victimized. So faith is a thought process. I was doing the same thing, calling it something different. So with that being said, what I realized, I'm kind of a control freak. I'm getting better at this. But what I realized was a lot of my resistance to faith was letting go of control, right? Like, I've been really successful in my life by controlling, like putting effort into what I wanted to have out of my life, right? And so giving it up to God means that I am no longer the in control of what the outcome is going to be, right? That's what it meant to me. Giving up control over everything. Giving up control about what job I'm supposed to have and what career I'm supposed to do and what person I'm supposed to be with and what friends I'm supposed to have and what my mom should be doing. It's just like I had to have so much control over everything. This is what it's supposed to look like and this is how it's supposed to happen. And so why I resisted it so much, I realized was that I had to let go of that control. I had to give it up to something bigger than me. And I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't know that there could be something bigger than me. I thought I had to be everything to make what I want happen out of life. Now, there is absolutely a necessity of practicing. You got to put action behind your faith, right? And you got to put faith behind your action. So you have a part in it. You have a physical part in it for sure. But I couldn't fathom giving up control. And now it's such a beautiful place to not have to feel like I have to know it all, be it all, do it all, and really have the faith inside of like, in the vulnerability to say, I don't have it all. I'm not everything. I'm not skilled in everything. I'm not the greatest person in the world. I do have insecurities. I do have weaknesses. And I'm okay with sharing those things now because now I have faith that those are all perfectly placed for me. I have faith that as soon as I accept them and I'm vulnerable with them, I can now be taken to where I need to be taken in order to grow with them, right? Versus having them be what controls me. Today, the video I was watching was, you can have a Lord and you can have a master, and they're two different things. Like that, I was like blown. I almost fell out, right? I was just like, wow, what does that really mean? And this was T.D. Jakes' daughter, Sarah Jakes Roberts, I think. And so she said, you can go to church every Sunday and you can pray to the Lord. You can pray to God. But you can walk out and your insecurity will be your master. Your fear will be your master. So you let go of that faith in God and guiding you and knowing that all of your insecurities and things that don't need to be what control you. You don't need to have your ego come in place to protect you. You don't have to shy away from being vulnerable, right? You don't have to, let fear stop you from doing the things that you feel so passionately about. It's crazy. It's crazy, you guys. And I definitely can tell you that my insecurities have been my master. I was just in a relationship and it really saddens my heart because I could really see as I started to step away from control, I really started to see that, wow, insecurity and the lack of self-worth is a master to a lot of people. A lot of people. It has you showing up a certain way. That's not your truth. It's not who God made you to be. It just saddens me. Like it really saddens my heart, and it made me reflect on me and go, oh my gosh. But I asked to be challenged so that I can get closer to my faith, and that happened. So I had to see that happening in something that was hard for me to allow me to become stronger in my faith so that I can be stronger as a person. I'm a whole nother level. I'm a whole nother being in just a matter of weeks. I'm a whole nother emotional state, right? I'm a whole nother level of strength. I'm a whole nother level deeper into my faith. So the pain that we're going through, the things that we're in, like we have to understand that this is the price we pay if we use that to lift us to where we want to go. Use it. Don't let your pain go in vain and ask to be comfortable where you're at. Don't ask to be comfortable. Don't ask for convenience. Ask for the challenge. Ask for the obstacle. You lost someone because something is better for you, and the only thing stopping you from having that better is your faith inside of that challenge. Your faith in the space of where you're at in the pain. I'm literally sweating right now. What you want can't be forced by you. It can be manifested through your faith. This is, again, I had to let go of control, right? I had to let go of control. This is who you need to be in my relationship. This is how they need to look. This is how they need to act. This is what they need to be doing. This is the situation they need to be in. If they're in that situation, I'm not having it. Freaking A. Like, I could have blocked myself from very incredible experiences, very incredible relationships, and I could look at it that way. But I had to be that person, and I had to go through all the obstacles that person attracted to one day wake up and go, I'm sick of attracting that. So who do I need to become? And those moments allowed me to become who I needed to become to now see what I see so that I can attract what I'm now attracting. So you got to understand that everything that you are presented in with life absolutely has a purpose behind it. The video today was saying how sometimes we look at what's being presented in our life and the blessings that come into our life as punishment, but it's positioning. It's positioning. It's positioning you to grow to what you need to grow in. It's positioning you to force you to get connected with your faith. It's forcing you to see something different. And until you see something different, you're not going to get to where you want to be, but it's not a punishment. It's positioning you, right? If you lost, so you had this, I had this incredible career, you guys. I've had multiple careers, right? Multiple incredible careers. Right out of college, I was a director of sales and marketing for a small air conditioning company, you guys. I made way too much money for a brand new college graduate, like way too much money, right? Left there, started my own marketing company. That was successful like that. I mean, I didn't even know what I was doing, but clearly I was being groomed. And then something happened and I quit it cold turkey because it was not aligned with my morals and values. Then I went to a job that I didn't really know that I would like. I actually almost quit in training. I stuck it out and it groomed me to who I am today and gave me opportunities that I always wanted. And then they let me go. But they let me go right when I was ready to take on what I'm really here to do, which is what I'm doing now. So all of those things that happened in those times felt painful. They hurt. Like when I left that marketing company, it was an ugly leave. It wasn't pretty. That air conditioning company. When I quit my company that I built from scratch for a couple years, it came from someone that I knew that was a friend of mine that falsified a contract with a multi-million-dollar investor. And I was crushed. But I couldn't see myself having to be in a dog-eat-dog world. If they had to do that to someone they were close to just make $1, I was not going to turn into that person. So it hurt. But I had to let go. Then I had to go do something that I didn't really like. But because I stuck it out, it gave me opportunities to build new departments, to work in women's leadership. Oh my God, it gave me connections with people that I never even knew that I wanted or I desired. But it led me to understanding that life coaching is what I want to do. It led me to a conference with that life coach that I connected with at that job to then create a 5-year plan that led me to Herbalife that brought me to Free Yourself Fridays. But all of those things groomed me here in the moments they were painful. So they were never my punishment. They were always positioning me to actually set me free to do what I'm here to do. And I never questioned it. I just followed my heart. Through the pain, I had faith without even knowing what faith meant to me. So I just wanted to leave you guys with a couple things to just think about inside of what's going on in your life. And if you want different in your life, you absolutely get to look at your life differently. Yes, ask for the solution to the challenge. We talked about that in one of the last Free Yourselves. Don't ask why, ask for the strength. Don't victimize yourself. Don't be inside of doubt, be inside of faith. Yes, many times a setback is a setup for what God has planned. Absolutely. Absolutely. Testament. You are a testament. But all of us are a testament. If every single one of us can look back in our life and go, That was that situation. And if you've become better, if you're in a new situation, and it didn't ruin your life, then you became better. It's just a matter of, are you allowing yourself to receive that lesson and acknowledging it, or is it still floating around in your vortex? It's just floating around in your life waiting for you to acknowledge the lesson. Right? But did you die? Like, I love that comment. Like, man, that was hard, but did you die? No, you're still here. You're still alive, and there was purpose inside of that. Right? It's never punishment. It's never punishment. It's where you want to place your thoughts. It's how you want to connect with your faith. It's where you want to believe. Let go of control. Why did that happen? What did I need to do? Let go. Let go. Like, my prayer inside of the things that have happened to me, I think I shared this last week. I've had so many conversations that have clearly attracted into my life because of where I'm at. But it hasn't been, why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? It's been, provide me the clarity, provide me the strength. Provide me the clarity, provide me the strength. And the clarity means, help me be clear on what this lesson was. Help me be clear on what's happening. Help me be clear on what it is you want me to receive so that I can continue becoming who I need to become in this world. Give me the clarity. Because honestly, you guys, if you think about it, whatever situation you're in that's painful right now, if you just had the clarity of why it happened, wouldn't you be like, okay, cool, now I can go operate inside of that? It works for me. I hope that you take that on, because it's not, why did it happen to me in a victim mentality? It's, can you provide the clarity for me to know what the lesson was so that I can go inside of that, walk inside of that? And then provide me the strength. Just provide me the clarity and provide me the strength. It's not going to be easy, right? Anything free has no value. You got to go through pain to understand the value of the position that you're in. You got to go through pain to understand why this situation is here, to gain the clarity. But you have to be in that mental space to receive versus trying to control the outcome. Don't control the outcome. Don't control the change. Ask for the path. You'll be given it. You will be given it. I promise you, you'll be given it. But you just have to be open, and you have to know that your faith will provide you the answer. Your faith will provide you the clarity. It will. You're listening to someone that didn't know faith, that didn't understand faith, that didn't know how to practice it, that believed in God but really didn't know God's role in my life. And I'm telling you right now, stop trying to control the situation. Stop trying to figure out the situation, and just start praying for the clarity and the strength. You'll be given the guidance. And not only that, you will feel better. You will feel better. Try it. Give yourself just 7 days of prayer. Pray for all the things that you're grateful for. And then pray for clarity and strength in anything that you don't understand. Anything that's painful, anything that you don't understand, just try it. Just try it, and I'd love to hear from you. It'll relieve so much. It'll relieve so much heavy weight, because you'll finally give it to somebody else, and let going that control is, oh my gosh, it's so freeing. And we're here to free ourselves from the shackles of our own mind. So that's what I got for you guys today. I definitely went on tons of tangents, but I just hope that one line, one thing, one something connected for you. I don't really know how this live thing works on Instagram. I hope I can save it or record it, but at the end of the day, I'd love to hear from you guys. Definitely share this if you feel like it was something that someone else could need. That could uplift somebody else. So I love you guys for connecting. I know that we had to make an adjustment, and I see every single person on here that made a comment and that's here following and hearing, and I can't express to you how special it is to me. Like, I can't express to you how grateful I am, because I would be on here sharing anyway, But to know that people follow, that people support, that people share, the support is not to me. The support is actually to Faith, right? And the support is actually through being here, you get to receive this. And when you receive this and you apply this, you become different. And the people in your life see something different and they become inspired. And if you share this message with somebody else, then it gets to somebody else. So the support is actually not for me. The support is in the message. And I just believe that your life is your message, and you can use it. And so I've chose to use it, and you get to use yours too. So embrace it all. Embrace everything. Thank you for supporting me, because you're supporting a message. And I don't have words to express the gratitude. I just love you guys. So I will see you all next week.